Good morning, ladies and gents. Today we're gonna talk about cheaters in Tarkov. Yes, I know there is no cheaters in Tarkov, but let's for a moment imagine that there are. And recently, I think like 3, 4, 5 days ago, I've seen one of the most ridiculous cheats for this wipe. I've seen it on Glorious stream, so how about I show you the clip and we're just gonna talk about it.
The GOAT. Best streamer with the greatest content. Hope your fam gets well soon, brother.
What's up, bro?
Can I ask you something?
What's up?
Have you ever got kicked from the game?
Have I ever get kicked from the game?
Yeah, like if I kick you right now,
You can kick me?
you haven't seen that before.
Oh, do it. I want to see it. I'm recording.
Oh, nice.
Do it. I want to see.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, count down to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nothing happened? I'm good. Why are you lying? What the fuck? Blue balling me and shit? Why are you blue balling, man? Hello? Did you just run away? Did he just run away? Ain't no way. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So yeah, this is what happened to Glorious, and there's a few interesting moments I want to go through why this shit is ridiculous. I mean, I know this is not something like a cheater spawns 5 billion bitcoins on the labs and Glorious can loot it or anything along these lines, but this cheat is kind of ridiculous for other reasons. So first of all, I think the guy who is cheating, he has no idea how the cheat works, because from what I know, this cheat works through VoIP. So the cheaters can kick you from the lobby, only if your VoIP is enabled. And that's to do with the fact that VoIP on Tarkov doesn't use encrypted channels. It doesn't send it doesn't send packets encrypted. So somehow, I'm not entirely sure. If anybody knows or I say something stupid about this, let me know down in the comments below. But long story short, you have to be within cheater's VoIP range in order for this to happen, and you must have VoIP enabled. So what I think is somehow the cheater DDoSes the server using VoIP. And since the VoIP packets are not encrypted in any way, I guess the cheater DDoSes the server from his VoIP, but he spoofs the address or something, and the server thinks that it's you actually DDoSing the server with the VoIP. Or the cheater gets access to your client somehow, because that's the only way that the server thinks that you're DDoSing it, because something is happening with your own client. And this is kind of scary, because if cheaters can do this with your client, the question is what kind of other things can they do with your client? And I'll talk about this later down the video as well, because I have another example of a cheat that involved client from a year ago roughly, and that one looked way more ridiculous. So first of all, I think the cheater doesn't know how the cheat works, because he asked Glorious to count down to 10, and when Glorious counts to 10, nothing happens. And I think when Glorious did count to 10, cheater started DDoSing the server. And the thing is, when you have a high ping or extremely high packet loss in the game, server waits for around 10 to 15 seconds in order for your ping to go back down, and if the ping goes down to the reasonable range, you don't get kicked. However, if your ping is way too high for 15 seconds, then you get kicked. So I think the cheater thought when the Glorious counts to 10, he enables that cheat and the Glorious gets instantly kicked. However, when Glorious counted to 10, cheater enabled that thing, and we had to wait for another 15 seconds for the Glorious to get kicked. And as we can see, he got kicked for this reason: high packet loss. So it wasn't a server disconnect. Glorious didn't get disconnected. he got kicked by the server itself because his packet loss is way too high. So he's like abusing the traffic, in other words. And yeah, I hope BSG's on this case. I hope this is gonna get fixed soon, TM, because this is kind of scary that cheaters can kick you from the game and the fault is on your client. Because what else can they do? If there is something crazy, if they're like, if they can make your client bypass some of the anti-cheat restrictions, you can simply get banned in the game. I've never heard about this happening, but this is something to consider. So if you're worried about this thing, turn your VoIP off. For the meanwhile, I'm not worried about that too much. So I always have my VoIP on. And let's talk about the thing which happened around a year ago, which is also a really interesting case. There hasn't been too many cases of this thing. I have a clip from Reddit, I believe. It came from Vibin. Let me find it real quick. So this is how it looked like. Yeah.
Not good.
As you can see, all of those black artifacts appearing on the screen, this is not like some sort of a game bug. This is what the cheater is doing. The cheater is messing around with his client.
They're getting advanced.
And somehow all of his textures are disappearing and he gets like black fog and black random artifacts on his screen. And this is definitely to do with the client. Because there is no way to explain it otherwise, that the textures are being changed. This has to be done through your client. There is no other way I can think of how this can be done. Unless the server literally doesn't have any sort of protection, but it does. So yeah, if anyone has explanation for this, let me know down in the comments below. So yeah, this thing happened like a year ago, I believe. But everybody somehow quickly forgot about this, and now we're getting the client cheats back somehow. So yeah, this is a little bit worrying for me. I hope this doesn't escalate into something stupid. At the same time, I don't really think a lot of cheaters are gonna use this. Also, somebody in my chat asked me like, what's the point of disconnecting a person from the server? Like, it doesn't do anything, bro. So the point is, the cheater disconnects you, they kill you. When you try to reconnect back, it will tell you. Actually, if we go to the glorious stream, I think this is what happened to him. So when you try to reconnect after you get disconnected by cheater, this is what happens. It's gonna tell you that the session is finished or you have died. So the glorious tries to reconnect. And this is what happens. Server connection lost. This is actually interesting because usually it says that the session has been terminated or you have been killed. So the point of the cheaters doing this is so you reconnect back to the server, you die to the cheater, but you cannot see their name. So you cannot like report them, you cannot click the report button, you cannot see their account. And the problem is reporting works quite well in the game. Like I know a lot of people laugh about the anti-cheat in the game, but reports do work. So if you do die to a sassy player, if you do die to a cheater, make sure you do report them, because I think majority of cheaters that get banned in Tarkov right now, they get banned from reports. So the point of cheaters doing this is simply so you cannot see their name and you cannot click the report button, so they never get banned, because reporting is like one of the most efficient ways for cheaters to get banned. So yeah, I don't really know if I have a conclusion. Conclusion is be aware of this, share this with your friends, give this video a thumbs up to help with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, I don't know. Stay educated about things like this, because I like to make sure that people are educated and they know what's happening in gaming, they know what's happening with cheaters. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.